Whew. All right. Let's see what we got. Hello, Elia. Nice of you to join. So, this is my first time on Facebook Live coaching, so I'm not entirely sure. I'm not too familiar with Facebook Live and any of that stuff. I can see some of your comments, so that's how I can interact with you guys. But yeah, if you guys have any questions for me, just put those in the comments. If the music is too loud, too quiet, if you can't hear me, just let me know, and we'll go from there. I'm going to play some music in just a little bit. Again, if it's too loud, let me know. But yeah, just to get started with this workout, what you need today is some sort of yoga mat. You need a pair of light dumbbells and a pair of medium light dumbbells. If you don't have dumbbells, you can use other objects that you have lying around in the house. So for example, I have 2 water bottles here that are filled up. You can use those for your light weights, or you can use some bigger water bottles for your medium to light weights. Don't forget to wear your heart rate monitor and connect to your app as we're working out. And don't forget your water to drink. Very important. Today's kind of hot, especially if you're working out in the garage. Let's see. Hi, Nate. Coach Nate in the house. Calling me Magical Marco. But yeah, so we'll get started at 4 o'clock exactly. So right now it's 3:57, so we got about 2.5 to 3 minutes. So yeah, I'm gonna see if I can hook up the music and see if it's loud enough for you guys. Hello, Sarah. Cool. So we got the music going. Hopefully you guys can hear that. Let's see. All right. All right, let's see what else we got. So today is going to be 6 blocks, including the flexibility warm-up and the flexibility at home. All right, then we have 4 blocks in between. One is going to be upper body. One is going to be more core, more focusing on the core. The other one is going to be again, kind of core, a little bit of upper body mixed together, and the final one is going to be cardio, so we're going to be standing up and be running around inside our little studio here. Cool, let me see. I hope you guys are ready to work, because this one looks pretty tough, but I think you guys can handle it. I hope you guys are all doing well with everything that's kind of going on at the moment. Let's see. Connect here. We're good. All right, we got about a minute, so hope you guys are getting ready to work out. We've got some people watching. We got 8 people. That's crazy. Man. So we have these workouts on YouTube, and also our local studios post these videos a couple times a day for you guys to work out. At noon today was Coach Kathy, so if you missed her, make sure you check in with her next time. But it is 4 o'clock now, so let's get started. So here's what we got. The dynamic warm-up, it's going to be 5 minutes long. You have 5 different type of dynamic movements. So the first one, I'm going to move the camera down just a little bit so you guys can see me. The first one is called the Cobra Swing. So you're going to be on the ground. You're going to have your hands on your back like this, palms facing up. Your head is going to be on your yoga mat. Then you're going to lift up your body, and as you do this, you're going to bring your arms forward, getting that mobility in your shoulders, and coming back around, putting them back on the bottom, lower part of your back, and then slowly bring it back down. Your option here, just limit your range of motion. Next, we got a T-spine rotation, so you're going to be in your 4-point position, making sure your back is nice and flat. Now, you're picking up one arm, bringing your hand behind your ear, and you're just rotating down, bringing that elbow to that hand, and you're opening up, coming all the way up and slowly coming back down, nice and controlled. We got 30 seconds on each side. Your option here, limit your range of motion and don't come quite as far up. Next, we got some dynamic ankle mobilization. So you're going to be in a similar position, but now you bring one foot over the other, and now you come up, all the way up, feeling those hamstring stretch, come back down to the floor, and feel that stretch again. Here, we have 30 seconds on each side, and then we're moving on to the next one. Your option for this one, also limit your range of motion on the way up. So next, we got an isometric hold bird dog. So 4-point position. Now you bring your right arm up and your left leg up. And here, you want to make sure that your back is straight. You don't want to look like this. You don't want to look like this. Have a nice straight line. Holding it for 30 seconds on the right, followed by 30 seconds on the left. Your option here, again, limit that range of motion. And finally, we got the bear plank, which alternating shoulder tap. This one is kind of tough. So again, you're in a 4-point position, but now you see my knees on the ground. Now what you're going to do, you're going to pick up those knees. So you see there's space underneath my knees. And now you're going to alternate and touch your shoulders, one shoulder at a time, reaching across your chest. Your option here, bring it down to the ground and perform the same movement here. But again, bring your belly button to your spine. So if you got questions, shoot them in the text. Otherwise, let's get going. Let's see if the music is right. We're going to do this for 5 minutes. I'll do it with you. Here we go. Let's see, I got to turn up just a little bit. Alright, we're in the Cobra Swing. So we're on the ground, like this. Hands on our back. Come up, and now come forward with your arms. And bring them back, keeping your back nice and tall, and slowly bring it back down. You want to make sure you reset after every single repetition. Get that mobility going. Good, we're more than halfway through. Probably got time for one more. All the way up. Coming forward. All right. 30-second T-spine rotation to one side. So set up, 4-point position, hand behind your ear. Rotating up, opening up that thoracic spine, and then coming back down to meet the elbow and your hand. Nice and slow. Got 2 seconds. One more. And switch over to the other side. Same movement here. Again, making every repetition count. It makes a big difference if you can perform these movements nice and slow in a controlled manner, instead of just doing fingers as quickly as possible. All right, getting ready for the dynamic ankle mobilization. So get into that 4-point position, one foot over the other, and let's come all the way up. Feel that stretch in the hamstrings, coming back down. There we go. We're about to almost halfway through this warm-up. Now switch, bring that other foot over the other, and now come all the way up, feeling that stretch in your hamstrings, and bring it back down.
Getting closer to your body, I wanna keep the party started, and we're dancing till the morning comes.
All right, got about 10 seconds left with this movement, and then we're moving on to that isometric hold, bird dog. So let's get ready for that. 4-point position. Now bring that right arm forward and that left leg back, and keep that position as straight as you can. We're gonna hold that for about another 15 seconds. Make sure your neck is nice and relaxed. Good, we got about 5 seconds. And let's switch sides over to the other side. Shake out that other arm really quick. And now bring that leg back, the other arm forward. Checking my posture. Ooh. There you go. We got about 10 seconds, and then we're going to finish off with the bear plank with alternating shoulder tap. Alright, let's get in position. Woo. 4-point position. Picking up those knees slightly off the ground, and now touching your shoulder one side at a time. Keeping those knees elevated over the ground. Again, make sure your back doesn't round out here. You want to make sure you keep a tight core. Drive that belly button into the spine. Got about 20 seconds left. There you go, hang in there. We got about 7 seconds. Get a couple more reps in, nice and controlled. And we're done.
This block,
down to the ground. All right, next we're going to talk about the next block that we have. All right, let's see. Next, this one is going to focus on our shoulder, so I'm actually going to raise that camera up just a little bit so you guys can see me. And again, here, now we need those light weights and those medium light weights. So we have 4 exercises in this block. We got the Arnold press. So for this one, you want to use your medium light weights. Arnold press, you start with your dumbbells, palms facing you, up at shoulder level. Now you're going to bring your arms up over your head, and as you do that, you rotate those dumbbells. So you can see my palms are facing me, now they're facing away. Your option here, lower your weights. Next, you can hold on to the same exact dumbbells, because now we got the upright rows. We have 8 repetitions here, feet shoulder width apart, shoulder blades back, and now you drive those elbows up until they're about shoulder level, and slowly bring them back down. If you have any shoulder injuries, for this exercise, you can lower your weight as your option. You have 8 repetitions. Now you're using those lighter weights, so you can either use your water bottles or a pair of lighter dumbbells. We have alternating front raise to lateral raise combo. So what you do here, you're starting with the front raise, so palms are facing you, shoulder blades back. Bring up the dumbbells in the front to shoulder level. Now bring them out and slowly bring them down to your side. Now they're already at your side, so now you're going to bring them back up on your side, bring them forward, and then back down. You have a total of 8 here. Your option, lower your weight. And finally, we got scaption exercise. So here, you're going to start with your dumbbells at your side, but now when you bring the dumbbells up, you come at an angle. So you're not right in front of you, you're not all the way on the outside, you're at about 45 degrees out, and slowly bring them back down. Your option here, lighter weights or limit that range of motion on the way up. All right, let's get going. I'm going to start the music again. We got 8 minutes here. You want to try and get 2 rounds done of these exercises. Let's do them together. Here we go. 8 minutes. And there's music. So picking up those medium to light dumbbells. We're starting with the Arnold press, palms facing you. And now driving the dumbbells all the way up, slowly and controlled, bring them back down. Don't ever let your dumbbells just fall down like this. You want to control the movement on the way up and on the way down to get those muscles to contract the way they're supposed to. Okay, we got 5, 6, 7, got one more. 8. Alright, bring those dumbbells down. If you have to, you can put the dumbbells down in between sets, or you can hold on to them. Either way is fine. So now we're going to the upright row. Again, shoulder blades are back, driving those elbows up till they're about shoulder level high, and slowly bring the dumbbells back down. All the way back up, and down again. We do these nice and controlled. That is how you're going to get those toned shoulders. And that's how you activate your deltoids, which are the muscles in your shoulder. Halfway through this exercise, got 3 more. There we go. And 1 more. Good. All right, so now we are going to put down these weights because you're going to some lighter weights. Now we got the alternate front raise to lateral raise combo. Difficult movement. Let's see if we can get all 8 done in a row. So here we go. Coming all the way forward, slowly out to the side, and all the way down. That's 1. You got a total of 8. Lateral raise. Bring them to the middle, and slowly bring them down. Here, making sure not to raise your shoulder blades. Keep those down and isolate those shoulder muscles. That's 3. There you go, 4. And I'm not using very heavy dumbbells, but I feel this one right away. It gets harder the longer you go on. Got 3 more. Okay, 2 more. Come on, we got this. And 1 more. Good. Woo. You have to put your dumbbells down for a second. Go ahead and do that. We have about another 5 minutes left in this block. So once we finish this last exercise, we're going to go through it all again. Let's pick up those dumbbells. We got 8 repetitions with a scaption. So again, 45-degree angle, coming all the way up to shoulder level. Slowly bring it back down. All the way back up. Nice and controlled, and bring it back down. Again, if you need some sort of option, you can always lighten the dumbbell weight, or you can limit that range of motion, only go up about halfway. I'm losing track, but I think that was 5. Good, 2 more. All right. Woo! That's the first round, and we're right at about 4 minutes and 15 seconds left. So we took about half the time to finish 1 round. So we want to try and get at least 1 more round in. So catch your breath, let your arms kind of shake out for a moment, and let's get back to the Arnold press. Ooh. So medium to light dumbbells, palms facing you again. And now, as you come up, again, turn those dumbbells. Bring them back towards you, nice and controlled. There you go, that's 5. We got 3 more. Make sure your back doesn't arch. Keep that back nice and controlled. 2 more. All right, holding on to those same dumbbells. Let's go back into the upright row. Again, driving those elbows up to shoulder height, slowly bringing it back down. I'm terrible at counting. I think this was 4. We got 4 more. And again, here you don't want to raise your shoulders like that. Keep your shoulder blades down. Isolate those shoulder muscles. Don't let your upper shoulder raise up. All right. Done with medium to light dumbbells for now. Going back to the light dumbbells in this round. This round's going to be pretty tough. We're already fatigued. Now we've got 8 repetitions of the alternate front raise to lateral raise. So, let's get going. Forward, out to the side, and back down nice and slow. Here, again, don't go higher than shoulder level. You want to work those front and medium delts, so you want to make sure that you only go up to shoulder level and then slowly lower it back down. It's getting pretty hard to talk at the same time and perform these exercises. Got 2 more. And 1 more. Come on. All right. If you need a quick break, put those dumbbells down really quick, but let's get right back into it because we have about 1 minute and 20 seconds left. We got 8 scatches, so here we go. 45 degrees up, slowly bring it back down. 2, 3, 4, halfway there. 5, 6, ooh, shoulders on fire. 7, and 8. Woo. All right. Well, it looks like we finished with about 40 seconds left, so I'm going to take another 10-second break, and I'll finish with Arnold presses, as many of them as I can get done in about 30 seconds. So here we go. Don't forget to hydrate it, it's hot. Let's finish up. We got 30 seconds. Let's get a couple Arnold presses in. There you go, 15 seconds. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're done.
All right, team, it's time to blast that core.
All right, just like you said, it's time to blast that core. See what else we got coming up. We have 3 separate exercises here. We have a side forearm plank crunch on the right side. We'll do that for 30 seconds. Side forearm plank crunch on the left side, 30 seconds. High plank oblique knee tuck for 30 seconds. And then we rest for 15, and we do 3 rounds of these exercises. So the first one, now I'm going to have to angle it back down, because now we're on the ground, on our yoga mat, working on that core. So here, you're on the ground, laying on your side, on that plank on your elbow. So make sure you have a mat of some sort, so it's not that difficult on your elbow. Hand goes up over your head, and your leg comes up, and now you meet those 2 in the middle, and slowly extend all the way out again. You have this for 30 seconds on the right, 30 seconds on the left. Your option, bring that bottom knee down and get up on that knee and perform the same movement here. Then we have high plank oblique knee tuck. So you're in a high plank position like this, like push-up position, and now you jump forward, back, forward to the other side. So you always want to jump forward to the outside of one of those arms. Your option here, walk it forward, walk it back, walk it over to the other side, and back. You have that for 30 seconds, then you get to rest for 15 seconds, and we'll do it all over again 3 times. So, let's get to work in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Whew. And start with the side forearm plank crunch on the right side. So, you're on your right elbow, arm up, meet your elbow and your knee in the middle. Making sure that the bottom of your body, this part does not drop to the ground. Keep your neck in neutral. We got about 5 seconds. And switch. Not gonna be able to see you guys for a second, so I'll come back around in about 30 seconds. If my form sucks, please comment. Alright, I'm gonna check the time really quick. We got 4 seconds. One more. Alright, 30 seconds of the high plank oblique knee tuck. Push up position and jump forward. Back, other side. Get ready for that cardio component for today. 10 seconds. And we rest for 15. Man, these will get you. So, we got 10 seconds, drink some water, do what you gotta do. Going right back into the side forearm plank punch. Here we go, 30 seconds. There we go, and again, very important not to drop down. Try and stay up as much as you can. Got about 5 seconds left. Hang on. And we switch. To the other side. 30 seconds. Here we go. And again, nice and slow wins the race here. Your core has to work a lot more if you perform these exercises nice and slow. Alright, that's the sound. Going back into high plank to oblique knee tuck. Push up position, jump forward, back, and back forward. Here we go.
Knock, knock. Your Nutrisystem delivery is here. Get 50% off a month of meals.
Alright, skip that ad.
off a month of shakes.
Alright, we're gonna skip forward 10 seconds, and we're resting. Whew. We got that. One more time, one more round of these 2 different exercises. So let's get to work in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Side plank. Got about 10 seconds left. And switch. 30 seconds. Last time we're gonna do this wonderful exercise. Almost there. Hang in there. Alright. And switching over to the last exercise, high plank oblique knee tuck. Here we go. Forward, back, forward, back. About 5 seconds. Whew.
This block is for the
Alright.
chest and the core. You'll do
Chest and core is next.
One.
Let's see what we got. Whew. 3 exercises here again, all on the yoga mat. We're starting with the hollow hold, single arm, close grip chest press. So here, use that medium to light weight. You want to be on your mat. catching my breath. On your mat, arm is up straight above your chest, but now you pick up your upper body and you pick up your legs, and now you're performing chest presses, 8 repetitions on each side. Your option here, lower your weight or put one leg down and perform the same movement here. So we got 8 on the right, 8 on the left. Then we're moving over to the hip bridge pullover. Same weight, get in that same starting position, but now get up into a bridge, making sure to keep that bridge all the way up the entire time. Arms up straight over your head, and now slowly bring the weight down and slowly bring it all the way back up, feeling that contraction in your lats on the side. Your option here, lower your weight or limit that range of motion on the way back. And then finally, one of my favorite exercises, palms to elbows. Very difficult to do this exercise correctly and slowly, not letting your hips move at all. So here, you want to be in that plank position like this. And now you want to put your hand right where your elbow was, but without moving your hip side to side. So really slowing it down, putting your hand where your elbows were and vice versa without letting your hips move. Put your feet a little further apart for extra balance. Your option here, bring it down to your knees and perform the same movement here. Let's get to work. We got 8 minutes. Again, we want to try and get through 2 rounds of these exercises. Let's see how far we get. In 3, 2, 1, here we go. All right. Hollow hold, single arm, close grip, chest press. On the ground, arm all the way up, upper body's coming up, legs are coming up, hand on the ground for support, and now you have 8 repetitions here. 4, halfway there, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now, if you have to, you can put your legs down while you switch over to the other side. If not, keep going right where you were. Check in with yourself every now and then. If you feel your upper body starting to drop down, bring it back up to that raised position. There we go, we got one more. And there it is. Bring those legs down. Now use that same dumbbell, hold on to the dumbbell. Make sure you have a good grip on the dumbbell. Hate for it to fall on your face. So get up into that bridge position, keeping it all the way up the entire time. And now slowly lower that dumbbell over your head and bring it all the way back up. Again, check in with yourself every couple of repetitions, making sure that your hip does not drop down to the ground. All you gotta do is drive all the way up, feeling that contraction in your glutes. We got 4 more. There we go, 2 more. And 8. Woo. All right. Now, I want everyone to take it nice and slow on the palms to elbows. So get into your plank position like this. You have 8 total here. So now, bring your hands right where your elbows were without moving your hips. And back down. That's 1. Again, this is one of my favorite exercises because it looks easy, but it is very difficult to do correctly. Making sure your hip moves as little as possible. And alternate which arm you go
Americans are
on.
spending more than $6 billion.
Got another ad.
The problem is, how do we get
There you go. We'll finish 5 seconds earlier because of this ad. I got 3 more. Almost there. All right. So that was 1 round. We want to try and get through at least 2 rounds, and we got a little more than halfway to go. So we're on good pace. We're doing it nice and slow. Drink some water if you have to in between rounds. Let's get back to work. Here we go. Medium to lightweight. Back into that position. Legs up, upper body up, hand on the ground, and 8 more repetitions on each side. Try and bring your belly button to your spine. Don't let your belly come all the way out. Contract your abs, working the entire time. I think I got one more. All right, switching over to the other side. 1, 2. Again, I was just checking in with myself. Bring your upper body up. Don't let that fall down to the ground. 5, 6, 7, 1 more. 8. Woo. All right, got that same weight. Getting up into that bridge position all the way up. Bringing your feet close together. Isolating those glutes and those hamstrings. And slowly bring that weight all the way behind your head. Nice and controlled. Don't hit your fingers on the ground as you lower the weight. Making sure to stop it just short of the ground. I totally lost count. I was gonna say that was 4. We got 5, 6, 7. We got one more. Stay all the way up. Bring those hips up. 8. Woo! All right. Back to the wonderful palms to elbows. Again, I challenge you. Do these nice and slow. I'm going to start in a push-up position this time, because last time I started on my elbows. So now, drop it down to the ground. Slowly bring it back up. That's 1. That's 3. Woo! Man, it is getting hot in this garage. Make sure your neck is looking straight, a little bit in front of your hands. You don't want to look down at your toes, because that will cause your neck, your cervical spine, to round out. We don't want that. I believe this is 6. 7. 8. Woo! All right. We're getting there, guys. We got about 1 minute and 40 seconds left, so I'm going to take a quick 15-second break. Get right back to that chest press exercise. Woo! All right, back to work. Only got about 1 minute and 20 seconds left. Chest up, legs up, arm on the ground, and chest press. Here we go. Seven. 1 more. Good. Alright. Switching over to the other side. Back up. Legs up. Here we go. Six. 7. And 8. Woo! Back into that hip bridge position. Let's see if we can finish up. We got about 30 seconds. Here we go. Do me a favor and check in with yourself right now. Bring those hips all the way up and keep them there for the remainder of the 15 seconds. Here we go, 5 seconds.
All right, so now it's time to work through all 5 of those heart rate zones.
Now we're focusing on the heart rate zones like he just said. So here's what we got. Man, we got some fun exercises planned for you. We got some squat jacks with floor taps. This is going to be your push effort. So we're going to be here for about a minute in that push effort. So I'm going to move this over just a little bit because I'm going to be working on that space right here. So first, we got squat jacks with floor taps. So let me just make sure I'm telling you guys the right thing. There we go. So start with your feet together, jump down, and touch the ground with the opposite arm. So right, left. Your option here, you can walk it out, touch the ground, walk it back in, walk it over to the other side. We're going to do this for a minute. So it's going to feel like your push effort. Then we're going into our jumping jacks. That's going to be your base. So jumping jacks. Let's see. Probably should see my whole body for this. Jumping jacks, starting together. Bring your arms up over your head as you bring your legs apart and back together. Fast. It's going to look like this. Your option here, put one foot out at a time and go like this. We got a minute feeling like our base. Then we're going to squat to alternating knee to elbow push. So for this exercise, what you're doing, you're getting down into your squat, getting down into your squat like this. Hands are over your head, and as you come up, you bring your opposite elbow to your opposite knee, back down into a squat, and now you do the other side. It's a power movement performed nice and fast. Your option here, perform it nice and slow, and bring your knee up to your belly level. Next, we're going to an all out for about 30 seconds. We got a running man. Back on your yoga mat, getting into that push-up position, and now you drive knees forward one side at a time. Your option here, slow it down and bring down your leg one side at a time. Whew. We rest for 30 seconds, and then we perform the squat to alternating knee elbow again, and the running man all out again. And I believe we have 2 rounds of this. So, if you're ready, go grab some water, because this is going to be tough. So, grab some water, and let's get to work. We're starting with the squat jacks with floor tap. It's going to feel like a push for 1 minute in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. All right. Whew. Down. One side at a time. And again, this is going to feel uncomfortable. You're going to be in that push for about a minute. Making sure to keep your back flat. So if I'm going to the side, you see my back's not rounded, keep that back nice and tall as you're jumping up. All right, we got a little under 30 seconds left in this movement. All right. Starting to get to me. Got 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jumping jacks. Here we go. Got 1 minute of this. It's gonna feel like your base. So here, slow it down. Catch your breath a little bit. This section is really hard to talk through, so I'm sorry if I'm not going to be the most talkative person in this section. We got about 25 seconds. Ah. 15. We're going straight into that squat jack with the opposite elbow to knee. 5 seconds. Alright, so hands behind your head, get down to your squat, elbow to opposite knee. Here we go. We only got 30 seconds of this. We're going straight into an all out with that running man. Here you go, 5 seconds. And we're going on the ground. Here we go, right man, 30 seconds. All out. Give it all you got. $15. Five seconds. Down the back. Woo! You got a break for a whole 30 seconds. So, take this break. Got about 20 seconds left. Drink some water. This section is hard. So we're working on our different zones. So we worked at all of them, base, pushing, all out. We're gonna go back to the opposite knee, elbow touch, and then we have another final all out with the running man. Let's get started. Here we go. Woo! Here you go, squat, opposite knee to elbow, over to the other side. We got about 5 seconds, and we're back on the ground. Here we go, one more. Let's finish up with it all out, and we're done with round number 1. And again, don't look at your toes. Look slightly in front of your arms. Keep that cervical spine from rounding out. 5 seconds. Woo! We're resting for 1 minute. Woo! Alright. Turn down the music just a little bit. We got about another 45 seconds of resting. Drink plenty of water, please. Alright, this is the last little block we have before we get into our flexibility. So we're almost done. We got about another 12 minutes or so in this workout, so stick with me. We're almost there. Whew. So we got about 15 seconds. Do what you got to do now. I hope we don't get another ad. 10 seconds. We're going to go to squat jacks with the floor tap, just like we started before. This is gonna feel like your push. So let's get up and let's begin. Jump out, touch the ground, getting back into that uncomfortable orange zone. All right, just turn the music up. Forgot to do that. Here we go. Okay, we're about halfway there. Whew. It's getting tough. My legs are getting heavy. Here we go. Got about 5 seconds. That's not true. Now we got 5 seconds. And we're getting to that base, jumping jacks. 1 minute, here we go. Oh, sweat my eye. Whew. There you go, slow this movement down a little bit. Catch your breath. Try and get back down into that green zone, if you can. Got 15. Whew. Back to the squat, to opposite knee to elbow. Hands behind your head. Squat, opposite, squat, opposite. Only 30 seconds. We got about 10 seconds. Keep it up. Ooh. Finishing running man all out, 30 seconds. Here we go. Come on, 10 seconds. You gotta break after this. Woo! Alright, 30 seconds. Take that break. Woo! My goodness. We're so close to being done. We got about another minute worth of work. So hang in there. Let's get into position. Back up on our feet. Gonna do the opposite exercise. Hands behind our head. Squat. Opposite elbow to knee. Here we go. Got about 10 seconds left. Come on, you got this. And finishing up with that all out. Here we go, on the ground. Final exercise. Give it all you got. Come on, 10 seconds. Three, two, one. Recover.
You worked hard today, so you deserve this flexibility block.
Just like you
don't have
said.
7
You worked hard today.
that you're gonna hold for
You
20
deserve this flexibility part that's coming up next. So, whether you stretch with me or at home alone, the most important thing is that you stretch, period. So, we're gonna start with a standing overhead side reach, and we're gonna get into a standing cross-body stretch. You're gonna hold these for 20 seconds on each side. So let's do these live. Gonna start in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Standing overhead, side reach, arms all the way up. Bring it over to the side. Hold it there for about 20 seconds. Feel it stretch on your lats, on that side. And now, bring it over to the other side. You don't want to do this excessively. You don't want to look like this. You want to make sure you get that stretch, especially on this arm. Getting that lat. Just stretch out. Good. And switching to the next stretch. Arm straight out in front of you. Bring it across the body and pull it closer with the other arm. Don't let your shoulder come forward. Keep looking straight ahead. But feel that stretch on that shoulder. We're going to hold that for about another 10 seconds, and we'll switch over. This is a really good stretch, especially today after all that shoulder work, so make sure you take this one seriously. Good, switch it over to the other side. And again, don't let that shoulder come forward. Keep on being parallel to that wall in front of you and bring your arm closer to your chest with the other arm. Man, this was a good one. Good. Stretch out those arms really quick. We're going to go into a standing chest stretch because we worked out our chest today with those chest presses. So now, arms up into goalpost position, so 90 degrees here, and then come up, and drive those elbows back as you bring your chest forward. So it's gonna look like this on the side. Bring your elbows behind you and your chest forward to get a stretch on your pectoralis muscles. Hold that there for about 20 seconds. Good, and hold it, relax. Roll those shoulders back just a little bit. Next, we have the standing internal rotator stretch. So similar, but now you're gonna bring your hands behind your back, and now bring that chest forward and those elbows back. Be careful with this one, don't do this one too hard, kind of ease into it and see how it feels. With any stretches, uncomfortable feeling is good, pain is not good. So if you feel pain, back it off just a little bit. Whew. Good. We're gonna go into a standing quad stretch, very important here. Bring one leg back, hold on to that foot, but keep that knee right next to the other knee. So don't do this, keep it right next to it, and then pull up a little harder. You'll feel this in the front of your legs. Got about another 5 seconds. Good. Put it down on the ground, shake out your legs for a second, and let's get ready for the other side. 20 seconds. Here we go. Get into position, hold on to something if you have to. Bring that knee right next to the other one, and then pull up. Especially after all those squats we did today, we need to stretch out those quads. We got another 10 seconds. Good. Next, we're using that yoga mat again. We're going into a kneeling reverse forearm stretch. So here, instead of being in a plank position like this, your fingers are actually pointing towards you. So turn them around and then lean back into it. You'll feel the stretch in your forearms. Your hands are probably going to want to come off the ground. That's okay. Everybody's range of motion is slightly different as long as you're not feeling pain. And final stretch, we're going to be in the same position, but we're just going to go into a child's pose to finish off. So reach forward as far as you can, bring your head to the ground, and pushing that butt back. Try and reach further forward with every second. There we go, hold that stretch, we got 5 seconds. Whew. And relax. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, this was the workout for today. This was my first time doing it on Facebook Live. It was fun. I hope you guys had some fun too. We miss you guys in the studio. Us coaches, we're in, and front staff, we're in the studio right now. We're currently working on getting some practice back in coaching because it's been a while since we've coached. So we're doing that currently. So if you see somebody inside the studio, no, we're not open yet. That is just us staff trying to get back up and running for when we open up again. Right now, we don't have a start date when we'll open up again. However, we have about an early June start date that we're estimating. That is fluid. It could change. It could not. But most important, keep up with your social media with us and keep up with your emails, because if we have any updates, we will reach out to you members and let you know for sure when we open up again. Other than that, I hope you guys had a good time. Thank you guys for joining in, and we'll keep doing these at-home workouts until we can get back up and running. If you have any questions, text us, call us, and we'll get back to you. But until then, hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and we'll see you later. Peace out.